Hey lovers, how have you been? I've been really inspired to come and chat to you about a few interesting contemplation which is happening in my head. So the first one is about the video which been posted last week. And that video is actually a testimonial from someone who took a group class during the festival in Ubud, and how impacted this person was just by hearing one word that I said during the guidance. In this video, Leah shares how when she heard this word, things that happening in her body, something just came up, and she went into the physical sensation, emotions, sensations, and after the session, she actually realized that some conversation needs to take place, and as the result, she had a conversation with the family member and created a beautiful, nourishing relationship. She actually repaired the relationship with this person. But why I would like to share it with you today? It's because even though this word came from me, that word came from my mouth, but this word been offered by something greater than I am. The source, the spirit, the universe, the cosmic intelligence, you can call it whatever you want. And this is what's very often happens in those spaces. I might say something or I might touch people in a way, and the feedback is like, wow, how did you know where to touch me? That was the perfect place you touched me. That was the perfect time you came to me. How did you know? Like this word you said, the music you played, the word in that song. And I keep receiving this feedback so often. But what is really important to share with you that although it's all looking like it's happening and coming from me, actually it's not. It comes from the divine, and I am the instrument. And for me, this is the path of the breathwork facilitator, to become this instrument, that empty vessel, so that you could hear the guidance from above, so that you can touch the people in the right place in the right time, that you can offer support, you can offer a word, you can speak into their experience in a way that it's healing and transformational for them, in a way that it looks like one word can change someone's life, where in fact it was executed by the divine. And we are facilitators. One of our main job is to tune into the divine and become the emptiness, so that we can receive this guidance, so that we can be overtaken by something greater than we are. So just really wanted to share that perspective with you, and that is why the training I am about to start next week, Mystic Within, is mainly focusing on that. How can we become this instrument? How can we commit ourselves to the work of clearing everything which is cluttering that channel of communication with unseen forces, so that we can become the instrument of life-changing offerings. So yeah, and in my course, one of the main thing I am really focusing on is to define the uniqueness of each facilitator and to support them to express their own uniqueness. I know some schools are really strict this is how we do it, and this is the only way, and this is the only correct way. I actually do not believe there is one correct way or the way to do it. There are so many multiple possibilities of different approach, and the best approach would be the one which actually channel from the divine, the one which feels the most authentic and real to you. And when it feels real to you, then it will be the most powerful for others. Yeah, so in my course, Mystic Within, it's very much about sharing how I guide the session, bringing different teachers, facilitator to share their experience, offer like a little narrative to lean on when you're just starting and when you don't have your embodied experience, and client feedbacks and your own fuckier sensations in your body, which indicates, yes, that feels good. It's just a narrative for you to lean on, and same time an invitation and support to find your own juiciness, to trust in your own wisdom, and to become your own inner authority without leaning anywhere else but your center, your own channel. That feels so juicy. And another thing I want to share with you, it was so interesting. 2 of my current students shared with me that there was a moment they felt triggered by me, and I thought, wow, how interesting. So one of them is actually an existing client of mine who did I Am Love 8 weeks online transformational program over a year ago, 1.5 years ago, my first one. And we're having an amazing relationship. And she shared with me that there was a moment where she felt triggered by my presence, by my story, by my social media presence, and she had to take a step back. And when we start digging deeper together, why was that? Because during the coaching we had together, I offered some perspectives to her, and every time she would see me, that was a reflection of where she could be more authentic, where she could be more in her power. And that was very triggering, because with that came realization that she's not living her full power yet. She's not embodying her strengths yet. And that was triggering to her. But it was such a beautiful reflection that she realized why was that trigger. And she realized I was that, lighthouse, and that constant invitation for her to step up and to live more in her truth, in her power. So that was amazing. And the second client, she was drawn to me, and same time as she shared, felt triggered by my openness, by my sexuality. And when we dig deeper, she realized that there is a space for her to embody more her own openness, her own sexuality. And so now we're gonna do a deep work together, and I just think it's so amazing that I'm magnifying this powerful being who are able to observe, to be vulnerable enough to confess when they're triggered, and allow us both to dig deeper and understand where this trigger came from. It came from internal invitation to embody more, to be more, to express more. So yeah, just wanted to share those 2 things with you. If any of you are curious by my training, which is starting next week, reach out. It's going to be one of my most powerful transmission, and something what I'm deeply proud of, something what I would really truly represents my value, my knowledge, my wisdom, and same time this massive flexibility and openness in the field to tune in into your own essence, to discover what really makes you come alive the most. Maybe you want to mix modalities, maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a yoga teacher, maybe you doing sound healing, maybe you're doing women's circles. Whatever you're doing, if you feel called, reach out and talk to me. As I said before, I promise that I will never try to convince you. I done that in the past, hands up, but this is not something I am interested to do anymore. I am only calling in super aligned clients who are completely fuck yes to breathwork, number one, who have the deep soul resonance with me and who want to dive in this powerful journey together. The journey of 6 months inner transformation. The first 3 months it would be focusing on inner alchemy, and after we will dive deeper into conscious connected breath, nervous system, setting up the space, creating music, holding difficult chairs, how to guide sessions online, one-on-one, how to guide breath work and eye gazing together. There is just so much goodness, so much richness in this course. That course truly changed my life. And that was the time when I was doing plant medicine, and I was just like, wow, how is that even possible that you can go to the same spaces as you go with plant medicine? And yeah, the answer is they are all within us. Activation of your own DMT creates this altered, non-ordinary experiences where we can merge and experience true oneness, deep unconditional love, where we're able to heal our own traumas, where we're able to self-regulate our nervous system, where we're able to create consciously our future. Really, rather than to manifest, align ourselves with what is meant to be for us. So I'm sending you so much love from Bali. Reach out, talk to me. Even if you don't want to become a breathwork facilitator, but you're looking for something deep and life-changing, a deep container which will absolutely shift your narrative, your perspective, your capacity, your ability to be present with yourself, to have deep, rich, intimate relationships around yourself. Reach out, connect with me. It would be an honor to hold your hand through this path of liberation, expansion, shedding, transformation, internal, which will impact all areas of your life. 100%. Thank you for your time. I wish you a beautiful day. Sending you tons of love from gorgeous, magical Mama Bali. I love you all. Mwah.